Hello and welcome back to ManVFilm. It is time for some announcements from Arrow. So we're going to have a look at some of these new titles which are all coming out in July. A little bit surprised here because I was really expecting a wonderful Shaw Brothers Volume 2 announcement which hasn't came. Maybe we're going to get a standalone announcement. Maybe it's been put back. I don't know, but a little bit disappointed with these announcements in general. But of course, we'll get to it. So let's jump in and have a look at some of these titles. So first up, we've got some re-releases. From the dreaded Zavi, kill it, kill it. We have Tremors Steelbook, which is £30, 4K, includes the Blu-ray. I guess if you don't have it and you want a fancy Steelbook, it's nice enough, I suppose. I'm a fan of the movie, but even I don't want that. I'm happy with the 4K disc already, but each to their own. Next up, we have the US and Canadian only release, which is True Romance, which already had a UK release on this one. It's exactly the same product as has been previously released. It's just available for a different market. If you don't have it, I absolutely recommend it. Comes in Blu-ray, comes in the 4K edition. It comes in the limited ultra deluxe steelbook version. It comes in the well, I think there's another steelbook version as well, which is kind of pointless, but yeah, so many different versions of True Romance. 4K, it looks great. It's worth picking up. Now on to the 4 other releases that I would say deserve more interest. So we have the Rainier Werner Fassbender Collection Volume 3. Now they've pushed these out pretty quickly. This one, Fassbender produced, directed and starred in over 40 films in his short but prolific life before passing away of a drugs overdose in 1982, aged just 37. Volume 3 brings together a collection of his lesser-seen works from various stages in his career, featuring HD digital restorations prepared by the Fassbender Foundation. American Soldier sees Fassbender continue his pursuit of the cinephiliac homage to the classic Hollywood crime films of his feature debut. Love is Colder Than Death, and a tale of a German-American Vietnam vet turned small-time hoodlum who finds himself on the wrong side of the law in Munich, where he grew up. Unseen between its first televised broadcast in 1970 and its rediscovery in 2002. The Nicolaisian journey chronicles the journey of a young peasant in the 15th century and his quest to overcome social injustice in Fassbender's allegorical critique of the student movement. Gods of the Plague portrays a newly released ex-con as he reacquaints himself with Munich's criminal underworld to plan the robbery of a supermarket. In Rio das Mortes, 2 feckless young friends, Michael and Gunther, embark on a harebrained scheme to look for lost treasure in Peru, against strong opposition from Mikhail's fiancée. Mother Custer's Goes to Heaven stars Bridget Mira as a middle-aged housewife who is roused into revolutionary activity after her husband dies in an industrial accident. Based on a story by Asta Schreib, Fear for Fear features Fassbender's favourite Margaret Cranston as the young mother plagued with feelings of anxiety and depression as she is left to spend her hours alone, surrounded by her judgmental in-laws while her husband spends his day at work. Satan's Brew sees Fassbender's foray into riotous comedy, with Kurt Raab starring as one famous poet stricken with writer's block, who inadvertently assumes the persona of a pure symbolist Stephen George. Okay, lots going on there. HD transfers of the movies, English subtitles for all film, 140-page collector's booklet, and it runs through all the extras. I won't go through them all. 4 discs in total, 2 movies on each disc. I would like to get all the Fassbender sets, but they're just expensive. Maybe in standard sets, maybe in a sale, might be something I look at, not initially. Next up, we have The Initiation of Sarah, which is £18 out on the 20th of June. Shy misfit Sarah Goodwin has a secret gift, the ability to control and destroy with her mind. When Sarah goes off to college with her more outgoing and popular sister Patty, their plans to join the most prestigious sorority on campus are scuttled by snobby president Jennifer Lawrence. Separated from her sister, Sarah is taken in by rival, less popular sorority whose mysterious house mother, Mrs. Hunter, is harbouring a secret of her own, a scheme to harness Sarah's terrifying power for revenge. Betrayed by Patty, humiliated by Jennifer, it can only be a matter of time before sorority Hell Week erupts in flames. It brings out images of Carrie, just reading about it. I don't know very much about this one, but it's a 2K restoration. It's an HD presentation. It's got the lossless mono audio, English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing, brand new audio commentary by TV movie expert Amanda Reyes, so it's a TV movie. Welcome to Hell Week, a pledge's guide to the initiation of Sarah. New appreciation by critic Stacey Ponder and queer horror programmer Anthony Hudson. Cracks in the Sisterhood, Second Wave Feminism and the Initiation of Sarah, a brand new visual essay by Alexandra Heller-Nicholas. The Imitations of Sarah, a brand new interview with film critic Samantha McLaren. The Initiation of Tom, a brand new interview with Tom Holland on his first writing credit. Now that's probably the most exciting facet of this movie, written by Tom Holland. I am interested. If it's on the Arrow player, I will 100% check it out, but I won't jump out my way to get it straight away. Similar can be said for Edge of Sanity, starring Anthony Perkins. This late 80s movie, released on the 20th of June, when his experiments into a powerful new anaesthetic go hideously awry, respected physician Dr. Jekyll takes off into the night, casting aside the shackles of upper-class propriety as he disappears into the shadowy, decadent demonode of Whitechapel in pursuit of sensual pleasures under the guise of Mr. Hyde. As his wife, Elizabeth, passes her time in charitable work, rehabilitating the district's fallen women, Hyde is drawn into an escalating cycle of lust and murder that seems to know no bounds. It's a 2K restoration from the OCN. It's a high-definition Blu-ray, uncompressed stereo audio, subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing, new audio commentary by writer David Flint and filmmaker Sean Hogan, Over the Edge, brand new interview with Stephen Thrower, Jack, Jekyll and Other Screen Psychos, a brand new interview with Dr. Claire Smith, author of Jack the Ripper Film and Culture, French Love, a career-spanning interview with director Gerard Kikoin. Staying Sane, Gerard Kikoin discusses The Edge of Sanity, original theatrical trailer and reversible sleeve. And the biggest title this month is Demonia, limited edition, because it has to be a limited edition. Can't you just get a standard release? No. Not like Second Sight are doing. That would be, well, we couldn't charge such ridiculous prices if we were doing that. A Canadian archaeological team led by Professor Evans descends into the ruins of a medieval Sicilian monastery to undertake an excavation. But when Evans' protege, Lisa, goes searching for an explanation to the disturbing visions she's been experiencing, she awakens the spirit of 3 Satan-worshipping nuns put to death centuries earlier by a violent mob, unleashing an orgy of vengeful violence on the unsuspecting explorers. HD presentation, deluxe crucifix-style packaging featuring original and newly commissioned art by Graham Humphreys. Illustrated collector's booklet featuring new writing by Kat Ellinger. 4K restoration from the OCN. Restored original lossless mono English and Italian soundtracks. English subtitles for the hard of hearing. English subtitles for the Italian soundtrack. Commentary by Stephen Thrower. Holy Demons, a video interview with uncredited co-writer Antonio Tentori. Of Skulls and Bones, an interview with camera operator Sandro Grossi. Fulci Lives, camcorder footage of a visit to the Demonia set, including interviews with Fulci, original trailer, and This Too Fulci Talks, a feature-length 2021 documentary by filmmaker Antonietta De Leo, based on an in-depth career-spanning video interview with Fulci from 1993. That sounds great. £30 is bloody expensive for what it is. This was a title where I was like, I'm getting that, and now I am second guessing that, because I don't know if this is a good Fulci, if it's a not great Fulci, or if it's just an average Fulci. I like the idea of it. I don't need that cross packaging, which just looks as if it's going to be a complete pain in the ass. Yeah, let's just have a little bit. I mean, look at this. You're going to have to unfold all that to get the disc out every time you want to watch it. Oh, that's a bit of a pain. If we jump into the actual releases, we can see that Edge of Sanity, The Initiation of Sarah are all 3 territories releases. Demonia is UK only because that was released by Severin, I believe, in the States. Fassbender Volume 3 is UK only as well. Look at the True Romance, Blu-ray, 4K, Steelbook, limited edition Steelbook. It just makes your head hurt looking at all these crazy multiple editions, all designed to try and steal our pennies from us. Not playing that game, Arrow. To be honest, I would be interested in Demonia, but unless I use my points on the website, I doubt I'm going to be getting it, unless you guys can tell me why I should get it. Edge of Sanity, I will definitely watch that in the Arrow player. Initiation of Sarah, I will definitely watch that as well. Maybe pick them up at a later date. So there we have it. The June releases. I want to know your opinion on these titles, what you think of them. Are you picking up anything? Are you disappointed? Are you happy? Let me know in the comment box below. That would be amazing, and we can have a discussion about these titles. As always, there's more content up here. You can see more of my stuff if you are so interested. If you hit that like button, that means that you like this video, not necessarily this month's releases. So don't think it's going to be judged that way. Then you can join me on Patreon or the membership program if you want to get more of my content and help support the channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time on ManVFilm.